Hi guys, it's Theresa of Larkin Design, and I'm here today with my Disney album that I'm doing in Project Lifestyle. And today I am finishing up day one of our trip, which was Magic Kingdom. And so I've included a full spread map of the Magic Kingdom park. And if you haven't had a chance to look at my introduction video, I talked about how I found these maps online that were around that same date that we were there, which was in 2012. And so I printed it off the internet, and I printed it on my large format Epson printer. I can't remember the exact size. I printed it on 13 by 19 paper. So I'm just going through today and embellishing this map. It is at the end of day one, and so I sort of wanted to just document the path we took around the park and also use this to divide the days within the album. And so I pulled out my Ali Edwards Wild Story Kit. And I thought there were a couple of sentiments in the stamp set that were fitting for this day. And also, this story kit had a fairly neutral color scheme. So on the left-hand side, I just chose 3 journaling cards real quick and added those. Not a lot of fuss. Didn't really do anything at all to embellish those. And then I'm working on the map right here, and I'm taking one of the circle stamps, and I'm going to just emboss that in silver at the entrance of the park. And so what you're going to see me do in this video is actually I'm going to take some brads and some twine, and I'm just going to outline our journey around the park that day using the twine and the brads. And so of course I'm starting at the entrance with this circle embellishment here, and then so I'm going to just figure out where it was we went first, and then like where I'm going next. And then I'm using my punch tool just to create the holes for the brads. These are just some basic Tim Holtz brads, nothing fancy. And then I had this length of twine that came from somewhere. I don't even remember where. So I'm just going to put my brads in and then wrap the twine around it. And then tape it onto the back. So I know this isn't really that exciting to show in a process. But anyway, it's cute once it's done. We sort of did a couple of zigzags across the park, so you'll get to see that as I finish it up. So I'm just going through, after we landed at the entrance to the park, we went upwards to the castle, and then we went across to Tomorrowland. I'm sorry. My little girl is home today, sick from school, so she's in the background distracting me. So I went across to Tomorrowland, and then that's the straight line going up to the castle right there in that pocket. And then this is the brad for the castle. And then it was sort of tricky to figure out how to place the twine so that it would connect across the corners, but oh well. So then we went, after Tomorrowland, we went across to Adventureland, and so those are the locations there. That was we went over there to see Tink, and we had lunch, And that's where Aladdin's magic carpet is. So we had a little time over there on that side. Okay, so going over there. I know this probably doesn't make a bit of sense seeing this on the process. But you'll get a look at it, and then I'm just going back and checking to make sure I have the order laid out. I won't be doing this for every day because I don't think that I can track our path at every park like I did here. Now because some of the Beauty and the Beast portions of Fantasyland weren't built yet, and they weren't included on this large map yet. So it's kind of hard to figure out where exactly some of those things were. But that's okay, you know. So here's where I'm going to go to the place where I just sort of guesstimated where the Beauty and the Beast stuff was, because some of that just really was not built yet, so we didn't get to see, we didn't get to see Prince Eric's castle or anything like that. I want to go back and see those. So I just sort of guessed and put that bride there, and then this sort of becomes the last kind of stop for my little hand-done map. with twine and brads. So I'm just figuring that out. And then I think once I put this in, you'll be able to kind of see where we went up and then across and across and back across. And then I had these Studio Calico wooden geotag chipboard pieces. So I put one of those on each of the bullet points on the map, just to highlight, just so you could easily see where on the layout it was that we had been. And I mean, it's not really, you wouldn't have to really do this, right? Nobody's going to actually look at this and say, but, if we wanted to go back and say, oh, what did we do all in one day? This is an easy way to reference that. I don't know. It's just fun. And it gives the map a purpose in the album as well. So, and then this is the place where we had lunch. And, so I'm kind of letting everything dry for a second, and then I realized that there's a piece missing for the twine. And I'm going to just finish that up real quick. And I know this was just a really quick layout today. Next week, I'll start with day 2 on this album. And that will actually be, we'll be in Legoland on that day. So it won't be Disney for a couple of weeks. But thanks for watching and following along. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye, you guys.